This week on 90 Day Fiancé, Sims 4 edition. If he does it now, it'll look like he's doing it for the wrong reasons and out of jealousy. They're gonna just feed these chocolates to each other because this is one of the gifts he got her. He has been quite thoughtful and she is becoming enamored by that. But over here in the corner, Justin has been apologizing to Amelia after their chat. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting, just do all the things. Now we're starting the episode off with Elise, and you may be wondering where she is. Let's zoom out. She is at a house a couple of doors down. So her next door neighbor is her best friend, Raina Brightwater. This is Raina's other neighbor to the other side. So Elise has a whole community here. His name is Steve Eason. I'm gonna knock on the door. The reason we are here is because he is actually one of her great friends as well. You can see this is their relationship here. She wants to let him know that this will be her last day in Hemper on Bagley for a while. This is his house. It is a base game house that has been completely and quickly redecorated. He is gonna come right over. She's gonna tell him she's going to finally meet this guy she's been talking to. Steve actually knows about the guy. He is actually quite attracted to Elise, but had not had his nerve up to say anything to her. She is thinking about farm and picnic day because if you're going to be in Henford on Bagley and then you're going to be gone for a while, this is the perfect day to do that. So she's like, hey, I wanted to see if you would like to hang out for farm and picnic day. That's exactly what she's going to do now. She hung out with Raina earlier, and so now she's at Steve's house. It is actually almost 9:00 p.m. and her and Raina hung out longer than they thought they would be. Steve is telling Elise that he's actually started trying to do rock climbing, and she's like, I think that's excellent because sometimes I'm not bold enough to do that. Steve is like, yeah, I want to try some new things. You know, I like to bake and cook. And Elise like, yeah, me too. She's shaking her head. She wants to show him some photos of some things she cooked, but she's just telling him that she really admires him for really stepping out and doing something different that makes her self-reflect on her life. She's just talking about her trip and how it's gonna work. He lives on a compound, so it's gonna be like living in space. She's talking about the shared meals. Steve is saying to her he's been reading some interesting books. Steve actually told Elise that the book he was reading was about a compound and people who lived in a commune, and he just left it at that because he needs to grill something for farm and picnic day. Elise is just kind of sitting here watching TV, but I think she's gonna come and sit out here with Steve. Steve likes Elise, but yeah, she's just gonna jog over and come and sit down. A part of his fence collapsed into the water because the pond spread, but he's just left it like that. He's gonna get her to eat, and I think he could sit here and she could sit. I don't know why they're standing up and eating. This breakfast scramble actually looks pretty good. They're just sitting talking, and it's getting late. She's talking about the things she's learned about Justin, and he's cautioning her to be careful because he doesn't want to be negative, but the book he read actually talked about a cult, and the guy was trying to sleep with all the women, and it was crazy, and he doesn't want her to accidentally get in a cult. But he also thinks that Elise is very smart. There's something else that you need to know about Steve. He knows everything there is to know about Elise. He's met her family and her grandchildren. He adores them. They're good friends, and he thinks they're compatible, and they're neighbors. But look, he's a secret admirer. In the shadows, an anonymous heart beats faster. Steve leaves subtle hints and gestures, hoping to capture Elise's attention. Steve's admiration remains concealed, adding an air of mystery and excitement to their connection. But Steve, he feels like he waited too late to say anything, so he doesn't want to come in now and ruin her happiness because Steve feels like if he does it now, it'll look like he's doing it for the wrong reasons and out of jealousy. And he doesn't want to do that. So as they talk, he's going to go to put this up, and she's going to get up to clean the plates up. You know, he cooks, she cleans. Nice little balance. He does have a crush on her. This is Steve's horse, Goody Eason. She's a mare. It's getting late, but you really are supposed to swim on farm and picnic day and plant too. I think he could convince Elise to swim. It's pretty nice, but it is about to start raining, and it gets scarier in Henford on Bagley in the rain. She usually doesn't like to stay out this late, but the past couple of nights have been kind of wild. She met a time traveling stranger, and then she's out swimming super late with Steve. They are having fun, just splashing each other. It's probably time for them to say goodbye to each other. So they're gonna do that. Steve is saying, "Hey, just let me know when you get home." I don't know what is on his ears, but she's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go home now." And he's like, "I'm gonna run to the restroom, then I'm gonna walk you home." So when we come back, Elise will be with her new man Justin. We'll be back. We are back, and we are here with Justin. He has been playing chess. He was actually playing chess with Amelia, but he's gonna go and use the restroom and get ready for bed because he wants to be ready when Elise's plane arrives. We've got everyone in preparation. You have Aubrey here who is waiting on little Jameson to finish going potty because she wants to teach him to talk, and that's exactly what she's gonna do. He needs all of his skills. Aubrey is teaching Jameson to talk. What are the girls doing? She's really watching TV. She needs to go to the restroom. And we had Amelia over here who actually just finished cooking, and she did cook a vegetarian dish because Aubrey is vegetarian. They've all talked to Justin because normally when new guests arrive, they all have a communal meeting so that everybody knows to expect someone new because it does change the amount you cook and everything. Elise is supposed to be here fairly early. Hadley and Brittany, they're gonna eat and then they can sit here once they do get their food. She cooked an aubergine dish. It was the Oni's recipe. The girls are so cute, I have to say. She needs to go to sleep. She's tired. She stayed up all night preparing this elaborate dish. She could use the restroom over here. It's easiest for me to just like click on people to get where I need to be. And we'll have the baby Jameson come and eat too. I think her flight is supposed to get in at 9 a.m. and then Justin does want to go pick her up. He did text her, but he has not heard from her. He doesn't want to call her knowing that she's going to be on the plane. He's going to shoot her another text. He wants to get confident, I see, before he actually sees her, and I think that's normal. He's going to go ahead and come and brush his teeth. He misses dancing as well. I'm going to have him come on over here and dance. And we're just really waiting for Elise to show up. I see that the baby does have his food. He's just out here dancing, enjoying himself. And the baby's putting himself to bed. He is tired. And you can see the Aubrey's in the background eating. He's hoping that everybody at least changes out of their pajamas. Very extremely hot day. Oh, wait, this may be her. Okay, that was Elise. So Justin's going to run out and get her, and we'll be right back. We are back, and Justin did go to the airport, and he couldn't find Elise anywhere. So I am not exactly sure what is going on, but he's going to eat, and he did call her and text her multiple times. I don't know. We will have to just see if she shows up. Everyone's asleep, but the girls, Brittany and Hadley, because they are at school. We are back, and Elise actually showed up on her own. Justin, he brought her over here immediately to show her this is where a lot of the women sleep. So if you don't want to sleep in my room, you can sleep here. Elise says she's feeling comforted by that, and she's just willing to wait and see how it goes. So Justin is saying, hey, I've been remiss in doing something, so I just have wanted to hug you. And that's exactly what he's gonna do right now. He's saying, hey, tell me about yourself and your trip. And she's like, we talk about me all the time. And he's like, yeah, but it's kind of different in person. Justin is saying, hey, what do you think of me? Do you think I'm attractive? And she's like, sure, I definitely think you are. It reminds me of this picture that you sent me. They're just sitting and talking here. She's thinking he is handsome. Maybe I should tell him as much. I'm gonna tell him that I think he's handsome, but she hesitates just because she's nervous. He's like, oh, let me introduce someone to you. Oh wait, Amelia did like a little flirt with Justin, and Elise got a little jealous, but really he's wanting to introduce them because sometimes they kind of get like that. Amelia's like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, this is gonna be my official girlfriend, and I just want you to know that that's a boundary. And she's like, oh, okay. I didn't know. It's okay. That's fine. He's gonna go ahead and catch Elise. He's giving her a first kiss. I'm sorry, I hope that's not too forward and it didn't damage them too much. That's probably about right for someone you haven't met anyway. And he's wanting to just hold her hands. And he's saying, look, I bought you roses. Justin, he did come correct. She's telling him that she really appreciates it and she's sorry for getting upset for nothing. Justin is hearing her out and she's saying she's a little hungry. He's saying, well, we got you some food. You know, I don't cook. Justin actually snuck in a question asking her about her financial status. Oh my gosh. Elise changed her mind. She has decided to go woohoo with Justin. Are they gonna do that in this room? Oh my gosh, Elise. She's told him that she definitely would like to sleep with him in the room. He told her to just get some food. She's got to change clothes though. Oh, she's dangerously tired as well. She's gonna change clothes. This is his room, so we'll just assign one side of this bed for her. She's told him that that's what she's gonna do, and he's gonna come and get some leftovers too. Oh, our little girls are home. Amelia Amelia should be checking on them. I think Amelia's gonna come and cook the girls some cinnamon rolls, but they are so tired that they should take naps before they get up to eat. Elise is gonna tell Justin that she wants to get to know him more, but that she really needs rest because she is extremely tired. And he's gonna tell her, yeah, you go to sleep, we can hang out later. And he's like, you know what, I think I'll go to sleep too. And that's exactly what he's going to do. They're gonna get some rest, and we'll just tune into Amelia and Aubrey, and they're just talking because she wants to be friendly. For some reason, Aubrey does not like Elise. Amelia is cooking the cinnamon rolls. Amelia's gonna go take a shower. I think that the girls could come and eat as well. Aubrey is gonna get her cinnamon roll. Elise is up as well. I think she could get a cinnamon roll too. She'll try to talk to Aubrey. Oh, and look at this little boy. They're all gonna get cinnamon rolls. He could use a bath too. Elise is going to give introductions to everybody because she doesn't know anybody, and she loves kids because she has grandkids. Aubrey just disliked her on sight, but it seems like she accepted the intro fine enough. We'll try to get to know her, and Elise is going to do this because she knows that the people at the compound right now have been living there a long time, and she wants to get along with them because she doesn't want to start any trouble. Now, we did learn that Aubrey is materialistic. Now, Elise is tired, but she got up quickly. She's going to see, because sometimes gossip can bring people together. She's going to get to know the little girls. She's going to do intros to them. Where's the boy? Oh, he's right here. he really likes Amelia because look at him. She's going to try to do like a howdy intro to him because she thinks he get a kick out of it. She thinks that Brittany is very respectful. She's trying to get to know everybody. It is working because they're chatting, and Aubrey is being pretty friendly. Amelia does want to go to sleep because she doesn't want any problems. Let's see if we can work on some homework because the girls are pretty exhausted. We'll get some homework out. Actually, I think Elise would probably just hop right on in and help with homework because that's the kind of person she is. She could help her other daughter with homework, Amelia. And they're all getting along really well. This is a cute picture, I think. Elise can't wait to see what there is to do here. While we're standing here, I think this would be a good time to give Jameson a bubble bath because there's a tub here. Brittany has got a good reputation. Elise is already cooking. Oh, she's doing fish tacos. Elise did this on her own, and that's one thing about Elise. I think she'll fit right in here. Let's get Amelia to eat one of these that she cooked. And then I'm going to get Elise to put this away. She also didn't get to eat her cinnamon rolls, so we'll clean this up. She did get some rest though, so I'm going to have her go to the restroom. I have her get the rest of her sleep. We will be back. Justin is up and Elise isn't yet, so he's going to come over in here and play with little Jameson because Jameson needs attention, and if he's around, this is what they do. It is a Saturday, so that is good news for the compound. Aubrey is up, and so is Elise. So now Justin is gonna go to the restroom. Oh, the baby's dancing. Elise is gonna eat, and then I gotta have Aubrey put this away. She appreciates that Elise is making all these vegetarian meals, so she does like that. Elise is going to get over here and take a shower because they're gonna get ready to go. Justin has a fear of being alone. I think that says a lot. Elise is looking pretty good. Elise has to admit that this is really different for her. The way he lives is different for her. It seems fun, but I don't know if I can adapt to it. And he's like, well, maybe you're here for a few days, you're here for a few weeks, maybe you can. She's like, I've been cooking and trying to contribute, and he's telling her that he appreciates that and that makes him very happy. And he's telling her maybe give it some time to adapt to it. She's saying that I know I would have to live with you. And he's like, well, let's just dance. That's what he likes to do. She's gonna try to teach Jameson to dance. She's gonna get him before they head out. She's trying to teach him. They're all just gonna dance, and this is gonna be fun. So they're having a blast, and Elise is like, well, you know what, this isn't all bad. Aubrey's looking at something in the sky. I don't know if you can get abducted in Strangerville, but we'll see. Amelia, she looks great, but goodness, girl, what do you have on? She looks depressed. He's gonna come and talk to Elise about Strangerville, and then they're gonna head out. Justin and Elise are at the bar. Earlier, he asked her about her financial situation. She told him, I do okay, you know, but I am retired. She did wonder why he asked her this. He's now telling her this story about Strangerville and how interestingly weird it can be. He is going to go and order them a drink. So as soon as they get their drinks, they can sit together. The bartender's a little slow, but they are using this time to get to know each other, so that's pretty good. And then the bartender actually just left to switch out for her shift. So we've actually got to wait until a new bartender comes on duty, which I think this is him and he's just standing here. Justin is complimenting Elise's appearance, but he wants to sit next to her. So let's sit together here. She's got to go to the restroom. Justin is saying, how's your visit so far? And she said, it's good, really. Justin is saying, I want you to feel the romance. And I know it's hard to do on the compound. And she's like, yeah, but I like it. But I know I would have to move with you. I know you own the compound. That's how you make your living. And I'm retired, so that makes sense. He's like, well, what about, your family? Will you miss them? She's saying yes. And she doesn't even want to think about how bad she would miss her family. But he's saying, do they live in Henford on Bagley? Oh, the bartender is finally working again. She's telling Justin they don't live in Henford on Bagley, so she has to travel to see them anyway, but they do live fairly close. So he's like, I did get you some other things, Elise, because he wants her to feel like he's her boyfriend, even though they made that decision online. And though Elise feels like she's being careful, I don't know if she should have made that decision until they met, but they can work like that. They're gonna just feed these chocolates to each other because this is one of the gifts he got her. He has been quite thoughtful and she is becoming enamored by that. Now I do want him to give her the other gift that he got for her, and he did get her a bottle of nectar. So what she's gonna do is pour servants right away, and she's giving him a rose back from her bouquet. She's saying to him, I'm sorry I didn't buy you something else, but he of course brushed it off because this is more than enough for him. She's just gonna pour it out so it won't spoil. They can drink what they want. He's gonna come back over here, and they're kind of in a companionable silence. He's got to go to the restroom. I don't want him to have an accident. Did that other guy take that other glass of wine that he had? I think he took our wine. Elise is over here trying to fit in, so they're kind of hugging up. Justin is like, oh, these celebrities get on my nerves. Sometimes they show up in Strangerville. Justin is just wanting to kiss Elise. She's like, oh my gosh, he makes her feel young again. He really does, and she doesn't know what to do with that because she's not a schoolgirl, and she could easily get swept up in that with Justin. So they have just been having a wonderful time. They're over here dancing together because that is something that is a shared interest that they have together. He's saying, oh, I kind of like her moves. Justin is really hoping that Elise likes hanging out here. There's not a lot in Strangerville, so other things that he's going to show her as she enjoys her visit, we'll have to do more on the compound. And he does have a special surprise for her at the end of the trip, but he's also going to have to tell her his secret. So they're going to go back to the compound at this point because he needs some rest, and I believe she probably wants to do some things and unpack as well. So we'll be right back. Elise and Justin have made it back, and Elise is actually volunteering to cook at this moment. She's going to go ahead and blow him a kiss, and she's actually going to do something fun, which would be for some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Before Justin goes to bed, he wants to come outside over here and talk to Amelia. Amelia has been kind of depressed. Oh, we got to pay our bills too. Oh, our bills are so expensive. They're going to have to get back out to work soon. Aubrey's going to lead a yoga routine, and she's got everybody out here. She's got the girls. She's got Elise. She's got them all out here, and they are having a good time. As Aubrey leads this yoga routine, Elise is thinking this isn't bad. She's out here with the girls. It's good exercise. But over here in the corner, Justin has been apologizing to Amelia after their chat because he realized immediately what's wrong with her. She's jealous. As you may have figured out, they have a thing going on. They have a thing going on. There's another secret related to them. They are married. This is his wife. They have an unpredictable relationship. So one moment they're hot, and then the next moment they're cold. He's teasing her, and now she is becoming okay. She's thinking, oh, you know what? I think it would be okay now. And you can see that over here they are still working on the yoga routine. This is his secret. What else is Justin hiding? I don't know, because if he's hiding this, what else could could he be hiding? There is no telling. And right now is Justin woohoos with his wife Amelia. Make sure you are leaving comments telling me what you think of this season of 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition so far. Next time we will continue Elise's stay over. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.